Hi guys, here's the instructions for today. You can follow them step by step. First thing you're going to want to do is create a new page in Notability and title it Activity 57 Reproduction. The challenge question is, what is the difference between sexual and asexual reproduction? Then you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to download the text, which will be on the next page in the module, and then also the student sheet, which is the 3-level reading guide. So what you're going to do today is, as you're reading the text, you are going to be reading by yourself today. As you're reading the text, you're going to want to stop at each stopping to think, and there are 4 of them. And at each stopping to think, you're going to want, you don't have to write down the question, but you do need to write down number 4, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and answer those questions in your Notability note. After you have finished reading and doing the stopping to think, then you're going to do the 3-level reading guide reproduction. We've done these before, numbers 1 and number 2. You just get the information, check if you agree with it from what you've read, and leave it blank if you do not. The only difference is number 3. Number 3 says, check the statement below that you agree with and be ready to support your choice with ideas from the reading and from your own knowledge and experience. So for each of these, A, B, and C, you need to have an explanation of why you chose the answer that you chose, only for number 3. So it says, complete student sheet 57.1 3-level reading guide. Be sure to give an explanation for why you did or did not choose your answers for numbers 3, A, B, and C. After you've completed your 3-level reading guide, then I want you to do analysis questions 1 and 3. Number 3 does not have to be race-seed, and number 1 you will realize does not need to be race-seed. So for those, you're going to go to the analysis questions. Number 1 is going to ask you, give you a scenario and say, does that represent sexual or asexual reproduction? And then finally, number 3, if you were given an opportunity to clone yourself, would you do it? And explain. Again, does not have to be race-seed. So as you finish all of that, again, all of the information and the materials that you need are all in this module. Then there is an assignment link where you're going to turn in, I would just say turn in your entire note as a PDF. If for some reason your app is not working, please make sure that you've logged into Canvas, that you've logged into Lightspeed on Safari, and that you've also logged into Canvas on Safari. And if it still isn't working, then you can upload from Safari multiple screenshots of your stopping to think answers, your student sheet, the 3-level reading guide with the explanations and analysis numbers 1 and number 3. If you get finished with all of that and still have time remaining, then there's some information here on what you can do when you're finished, but probably that will take you up until the end of the period. Thanks a lot, guys.